take another L.
Set to kick off.
The big left foot of Sebastian Janikowski ready to get us started. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
First and 10, here's Vick. He'll get that one complete to counter. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll make it a second down. A good safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about. Then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
Throwing again on second down. Vick forced out to his left. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Here's Michael Vick. That's complete to Ward. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Give him 30 yards there.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. They've got a first and 10 at the 17. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you...
And this is caught. Touchdown. Wait, hold a second here. Flag down. Let's see if this will stand. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty?
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Boswell good with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This one fielded at the 5. Oh, good-looking return set up here. And they'll have good field position here as he's out of bounds up at about the 34-yard line.
At their own 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Gannon, short throw to Smith. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
And that one goes throws incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
We'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. So after the 3rd and 6. Looking to throw. Gannon. And he's got his man Hilton. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
39-yard line.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And boy, that one drops incomplete. But if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Joe Hayden on the coverage.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Gannon. He is going to find Hill here. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. The Saints passing game in sync and moving the football. It's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. Now Kamara. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Set to kick off.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Taking it about the 1. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Call that a very strong gain of 24. From the gun, Vick. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Now the pass finding its way into the hands of Eric Ebron. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Pittsburgh.
They'll throw again. Here's Vick. They'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one goes for 24 yards.
First down, Steelers.
It's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction. Now counter. And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd down at the Saints' 18-yard line.
Second and 7 with our score tied at 7, but they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 out of it? We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of his first half of action. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it, and he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. 4th down after the New Orleans defense holds serve.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
Now Vic on 4th down. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And the Saints will have the football back. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
At the 15-yard line.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, Gannon. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
This time they stay on the ground, and I don't think Kamara got there. Looks like they stopped him short. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. That's caught. The tight end Hill. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Gannon. Left side here to Sanders. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards.
That was awfully nice. Hit him in stride, and off he went. It was almost like the ball hitting him was like him receiving a baton, and he was running the anchor leg in a relay race.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Operating from the gun, Gannon. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. From the gun, Gannon. That one complete to Hill. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick.
Intercepted by the Steelers. They'll take over 1st and 10.
Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Will they make up for it? And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
Looking deep, and it's caught inside the 30. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A big play for the Saints on 3rd down. And even 40 yards. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Running with Kamara. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. The Saints passing game in sync and moving the football. It's a first down. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Saints have taken the lead. He's given him a little jolt, just gave him the lead there, but 2 TDs now in the game.
And that jolt puts them in the lead. What a terrific job by him. He is carrying the ball and simply saying, I want to win.
And now he's hoping his defense has that mentality as they try to hang on to that lead. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
First down, Pittsburgh.
So in Saints territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 37-yard line. Here's Connor. And he'll take this one down to the 36. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Made by Steve Atwater.
Now here's Vic. This will be caught inside the 10. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. They'll run here with Connor. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers.
Touchdown.
Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
Ties the game at 14. Chris Boswell to kick off.
So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. This one fielded at the 5. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And these two teams have traded touchdowns so far with their first possessions here in the third quarter, so we're right back to where we started at intermission.
Yeah, how about that? Tied at the half, tied after the first 2 drives of the third quarter, 1 for each. That tells me that someone's defense has got to step up and make a big play and try and change the momentum of this game.
The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Operating from the gun. Gannon. Going for Hilton. That's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
Intercepted by the Steelers. They'll take over first and 10 at the 28-yard line.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. First and 10 is Connor. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. 2 yards the loss, second and 12. 30-yard line, second and 12. Back now here live in New Orleans. All square, 14 apiece to score as we get ready for the fourth quarter. On second and 12, Vic. Flush to his right. He'll get this to Ward. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot.
And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. That was J.J. Watt getting in there and getting him to the ground.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz call and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitz.
And this is going to be intercepted. Deion Sanders, the Hall of Famer, with a pick. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And it's caught on the right side at Smith. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down. From the gun, Gannon. Caught left side by Hilton. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. It'll be a Saints 1st down on a gain of 16 yards.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Back to throw. Gannon gets this one to Hill. He goes down for getting this inside the 25. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a 1st?
Oftentimes now offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just have receivers find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
The ball carrier.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv, and you run into a tough crowd.
Here's 2nd and 8. Almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down.
3rd down and 8 yards to go.
Operating from the gun, Gannon. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
A lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or maybe just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he's going to keep it here. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
2nd and 7 at the 39.
Back to throw. Steps away to his left. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Normally we're talking about a quarterback duel where they're matching each other pass for pass. How about the footwork in this with both of these guys running the ball well?
Yeah, they've mixed in the run game. You're exactly right. Now, both coaches might not like how much their quarterbacks have taken off, but another example right there of just good mobility. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
At the Saints' 22-yard line.
That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that'll make it 3rd down. It's a play fake. Now Vic. He'll buy some time right. He may try and run for this. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field.
And 10. At the 12.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. One last shot for Michael Vick. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. And the stadium clock says 0, but the one on your screen is the one that matters, and the officials say yes, it's a timeout with 1 second left to go and a field goal try forthcoming to potentially send us to overtime. And his kick here is good. And in the fourth quarter, this game is tied. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
Sebastian Janikowski set to kick off.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Taken in at the 3. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. The situation is simple. It is sudden death from here on out. We had 2 stops defensively. The next score, whatever it is, wins this game.
I can't wait to see how the defense decides to play this, because knowing that the next point you give up lose the game for you, I expect them to be more aggressive, not just play a normal situational defense, but go after them, attack them a little bit, because otherwise the offense is just trying to find their way to get downfield and kick a field goal. Don't sit back and wait for them to make their plays. I think the defense needs to go after them.
Charles Davis says maybe they go aggressive. Vick will look to throw on first down. Caught left side. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. What they say, it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmys and the Joes.
No gain on the play there, second down.
No gain on the play.
On play action, Vick on the move to his left. And this will be caught. Touchdown. They needed overtime to get it done, but put this one in the win column.
out the top of it. Bust down, but my wrist, time to talk a lot of. I got both my girls head to toe designer. Drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit. I can't hear the hate, got a lot of it. Take these bands to the bank, let them rot in it. So much ice on me, I wish I had 2 necks. I got homies that can sleep without 2. I got homies that can sleep without Gucci and Chanel, I got a lot of it. Walk up in the spot like, hey, what poppin' in? Gon' pop it for me cause I'm rich and poppin' in. Yeah, drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't
Sebastian Janikowski set to kick off.
The big left foot of Sebastian Janikowski ready to get us started. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. Taking it about the 1. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
On the return. The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Focusing on me, we're from Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle, pockets LIDs. Distinctive destination, all I want to see. Ocean from residences, 3 different ones a week. Cause I deserve that, it's time to learn it. Mess around and put that thing over your permit. 6 figures every year, yeah, I earned it.
First down, Vic. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play.
First down.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Play action now, Vic. Taken down here by the Saints. The former number 3 pick, Joey Bosa, bringing the lumber that time. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
To try again after the sack. Vic. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 23 yards to pick up there. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Throwing, Vic. Escaping the pressure right. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
Brandon, lest my eyes deceive me, I think they found a matchup that they're trying to exploit here, don't you? I mean, that's the second time they've gone to him here on this drive.
Yeah, opening drive. It's a tone setter, right? I think they're going to be looking his way a lot.
Yeah, and I think that the way things are going right now, they like him as a featured receiver. Let's see what kind of adjustments the defense is going to make to try and take that away.
And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. A first carry now for Adrian Peterson. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18.
This is how offensive coordinators earn their money. He throws ahead of the curve after first down.
Got 7 yards first down play, but then you get stuffed there on second down, maybe just a yard out of it. Now your advantage is evaporated. Vic on 3rd and 2. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Deion Sanders. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. Well, no doubt, a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. A first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
The ball carrier.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses. 2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Finding Taysom Hill complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
2nd and 2. At the Raiders' 42-yard line.
No score after 1 on EA Sports.
No score.
Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. From the gun, Gannon. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Raiders have recovered. Look at the big man rumble. The 20. The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing, take care of the football.
The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? 1st and goal. They'll run with Peterson. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders.
Touchdown.
A 6-yard touchdown run as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Well, we had the scoreless first quarter of play. We sure didn't have to wait long into the second quarter to get some action on the scoreboard.
So was the first quarter a feeling out process? I mean, that was an interesting quarter, wasn't it? Because we had some action, we had some good play, just didn't have any points. So now it's game on.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
You always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You'd better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Operating from the gun. Gannon. This one into the hands of Metcalf. Touchdown, New Orleans. DK Metcalf. 69 yards. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
Lining up for the extra point.
And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers. That meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Offense set to get this drive started, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tally.
He's got a man complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. And give him a gain of 37. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Vic goes play action. Rolling to his left. Slings this deep from the corner. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. He was trying to get it to Terry McLaurin. That'll bring up 2nd down.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
On 2nd down, Vic again. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. The lightning rod, J.J. Watt with a sack. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy.
This is caught inside the 15. And he is going to have the Raiders 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
7 brings up 2nd and 3.
Now it's AP, Adrian Peterson. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Adrian Peterson with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Raiders have taken the lead. Bass on for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Raiders 14, Saints 7. Tyler Bass set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Gannon. Now it's intercepted. Picked off by the 5-time Pro Bowler Troy Vincent. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-7.
Saints 7. Tyler Bass set to kick off.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down. To throw again, Gannon. And he slings one that's incomplete. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver. But now it'll be third down.
Brings up third down and 10.
Looking to throw. Gannon. Got him in. He finds Sanders. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 14 yards is the pickup. First down, New Orleans. From the gun, Gannon. Oh, going for Sanders downfield. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there. 61 yards. And the Saints are back within a score.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done.
14. Sebastian Janikowski set.
Now Janikowski following the score. He'll boot this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Well, that certainly changes things.
Yeah, I think the thought process is they'd take this lead into the locker room, run something simple here and run the clock out. Instead, they get the big play. Now they have a chance to increase what they've done in the first half.
Vic to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. Tries for Rice, intercepted. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Kamara. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. A good positive play there, 9 yards, but still 3rd and long.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
A final shot before break. Gannon going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And he'll be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3. Taken in the end zone. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Now, we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here this quarter. So, sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is making sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
It really has, especially as of late. It's a gain of 5, and that's going to bring up a third down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch, I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
From the gun on third down. Gannon. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Operating from the gun. Gannon. On the crossing route. Complete. That's Sanders. Touchdown! New Orleans! A big play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
Lining up for the extra point.
A gutsy call, 4th and short. They go for it. Look at the result.
Yeah, not only did they go for it, they threw for it. Because to me it was stacked up for a run situation. Strength on strength, and they decided to put the ball in the air. And what a result. Big-time play.
Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Off the play fake, Vick out to his left. He's going to find a man here. It's complete. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. From the gun, it's a give to Peterson. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10.
At the 46-yard line.
They run again with Peterson. They'll get only a couple down to the 44. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe it'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
On third down, Vick. Flush to his right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. The Stork, Hall of Famer Ted Hendricks, drops him for a 4-yard loss there, and that brings up 4th down. Gun, Vick steps away. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the 4th down play to result in 23 yards.
That's the end of the third quarter, with the score all tied.
First and 10. Here's Vic. Oh, look at that. A diving catch. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. And the Raiders are going to be set up with a first and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line. Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper. Second and goal from the 1. They'll run for it with Peterson. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Adrian Peterson still with a nose for that end zone, scoring from a yard out. And the Raiders have moved out in front. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game.
Makes the score Raiders 28, Saints 21. Tyler Bass set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
Made at the 25-yard line. The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. The throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Throwing again. Gannon. Looking deep for Hilton. And a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the former USC man, Taylor Mays. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35.
They'll take over.
Well, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. First down, here's a run with Peterson. And a short gain down to about the 33.
Peterson, the ball carrier.
Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Third down, it's Adrian Peterson. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4.
So statistically, both of these offenses have a rough time getting a running game going. But boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right, you look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. The kick by Bass is good. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
Saints take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need...
And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask. Can I?
Hey, could count on my power and look at my dogs. It was way back then, could claim what you saw, but you weren't with us. The higher the climb, the harder the fall, but how did you get up? I done got rich and went broke, then got rich again, just a little hiccup. I done been ballin' this pickup. Remember me being so bummy and being so hungry, I had to eat gristle. How did you let it go miss? Her she was magic, she mixed it. Met her at one of the functions, we caught her the rhythm, she caught up a friend, they kissed and we dipped it, and that's how we hit.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked. Can I? Before I went live, they ain't know what I was. Ain't no one alive that could do what I does. Wait. Need a light here just to catch my buzz. Need a Sprite here just to catch my cup. Now they don't really talk about us. Now they don't really talk about love. Honestly, they ain't never seen too much. What's love to a guy with a bag? What's heart to a guy with some cash? What's pain to a guy that's mad? Said. What's broke to a guy with a mask?